Hello students, in this class we are going to see about the image formation by convex mirror. In this case we don't have a lot of cases. First we are going to take the case when object is at infinity. When object is at infinity. So now let's see here the ray diagram for it. So this is the convex lens, so I can say this is the convex lens. Okay, now if the object is at infinity, so here I'll say that the object is at infinity means the parallel rays will be coming on it. Okay, so these are the parallel rays coming on it, and we know that a ray which is parallel to principal axis, this is P, this is F, and this is C. So a ray which is parallel to principal axis will pass through the focus. So you'll have a ray diagram in this way. So it will pass through the focus and you will find that this is basically, you'll have the ray diagram. So where can you say the image? The image appears as if it is at focus. So image at focus. And what can you say about the nature of the image? The nature of the image, it is virtual, because I have to use the dashed lines, virtual, erect, and highly diminished. Now see students, normally you don't draw the figure like this. You are in a habit of drawing the figure in this way, right? So you can also draw it in this way also, right? This is your convex lens. So here you will have P, here you will have F, and say this is the C. So if you have the parallel rays coming up like this, so they will pass through the focus. So these rays will go in this direction. So both the figures are correct. Now let's take another case. The another case there says that when object is kept between infinity and pole P, means anywhere you can keep the object. So let us suppose this is the convex lens. So I have a convex lens. This is the convex lens. This is pole. This is focus, and this is C. Now if I have an object here, means anywhere between infinity and pole. So one ray parallel to it will appear as if it is going to pass through the focus, and therefore this is going to be this ray. Now another ray which will be passing through C, right, will get retraced by C. So what I am going to do is, I am going to take from here only, first I am going to draw a line like this. Okay, so this is C, and from here I will join this point to this point. So a ray coming towards the C will get reflected, and this point of intersection which I have, this A dash B dash, is the image. And you can see that where is the image formed? You will see that the image will always be formed, right? Image is formed between F and P. And what is the nature of the image? You can see the nature of the image. It is erect, it is virtual, and smaller in size. And therefore students, if you see here, in this case you will find that the image which will be formed by a convex mirror will always be smaller in size, it will be erect, and it will be virtual. And this property, okay, of the image which is formed by convex mirror helps to use this convex mirror. Okay, so this convex mirror, we use it as a rear view mirror. It's a very common question. They ask you why convex mirror are used as rear view mirrors. Now see, as students, you must have seen that in case of vehicles, the mirror which is outside the door, okay, onto your right hand side, if you are sitting at the driver's position, so that mirror basically is curved outwards, and that mirror is your concave mirror. Now see what happens here is, let's try to understand this, why they are used. Okay, then we can reason it out. Let us suppose this is your convex mirror. Say this is the convex mirror. Now see here, if I say I have a car here, okay, this car is somewhere here, I have a car here, so the ray of light is coming from the car, right? Then you will find that suppose you have a person standing here, so a ray of light will come up like this here. So here what you will find, and let us suppose you are here, like this is your position. Say let us suppose this is the position of the driver, let us suppose. So all the rays which you will find after reflection, it will come to the driver. It will come and you will find that it will come to the driver. So you will find that the driver is getting a wider field of view. Wider field of view means even if these objects are at a very wide angle, making very large angles with the mirror, still you find that the driver is able to see it. So all these things, right? If I now just draw it like this, okay, this figure you don't have to draw it in the exam, you can just see this figure, right? So if I say I have the objects coming from the wider angles, these are objects coming from this side, right? So all you will find after the reflection, you will find that they will come at this point. So this is the position of the driver. This is you are sitting here. And therefore what all the objects here, all these objects are seen by the driver, and that is why we say that the driver has got a wider field of view. So why convex mirrors are used? First reason you can give it, because the images which are formed are erect. So you get erect images. Okay, you get erect images. You don't see inverted images. It's not that you will see car inverted, right, or a person inverted. So first of all, it is giving you the erect image, and the second reason is that because of this convex mirror, since it is curved outside, you will find that it gets wider field of view. It means that whatever is here, whatever objects are here, right, at such a large distances that the driver is able to see, and that is why the objects, the images which are formed here are very small in size, and since it is a small in size, you will find that lot of area will be covered, and the driver is able to see lot of area behind him. If your truck is coming, a car is coming, how the road, basically if you see the back side, it is going to cover so much of distance. So all these things you will find that is only possible if you use a convex mirror. If you use a plane mirror, see here, if you try to use a plane mirror, say this is the plane mirror, let us suppose. So what will happen is, if a ray is coming like this, okay, and let us suppose the observer is here, this is the observer, तो यहाँ से ये ray जाके this ray will come up here, so this observer will not be able to see this ray. So here you will find that the field of view is decreased. So here what the observer will be seeing, the observer will only be seeing these things here. In this case, if this is the mirror, okay, the observer basically will see the rays which will be entering his eyes. यहाँ से it should enter this small angle. These angles cannot be very wide. An object which is kept here, so here you will find, and from here it should get reflected to. So this is what. So here you will find that this region is less, this is less, and here this is more. And if you try to use a concave mirror, see here, if you try to use the same thing for a concave mirror, then you will find that this ray which is there, right, okay, this further you will find that the field of view will decrease. Iska field of view basically a person is here and here, so basically iska field of view sirf itna hi aayega. So the maximum field of view is with the convex mirror, and that is why these are the two reasons, because the image formed is erect image and you get a wider field of view, and therefore the driver is able to see the driver is able to see lot of area behind him. So lot of area is covered. You can say large area is covered for viewing. So this is the convex mirror. Now see students, after this let us try to understand about the sign conventions. Okay, let's try to understand about the sign conventions. Now see here, if I say I have a concave mirror, right? And say this is pole, this is focus, and this is C. So if I keep an object beyond C, let us suppose the object is kept beyond C. So this distance from the pole, okay, first try to understand this. Distance of object from the pole is known as object distance. So what will be the object distance? Object distance is going to be PA and it is given by letter U. Now see, we know that if I have an object beyond C, then the image is formed between F and C. So let us suppose this is A dash, B dash. So again, what you can define? Distance of image from pole is known as image distance. And this is given by letter V. V is known as image distance. So here if you talk of this point, this is going to be V. This distance from A to P is going to be U. Similarly, PF. Okay, the distance from pole to the focus will be known as small f, that is the focal length. And distance between P and C will be capital R, that is known as radius of curvature. Now let us see certain sign convention. These things are clear to you. Now see, according to the sign convention, it says that all measurements are done from pole. Like for example, if I say object distance, so you will say object distance as PA. This is correct way of saying object distance PA. You don't have to say object distance as A to P. No, all the distances are to be measured. Okay, all measurements are done from pole, or all distances are measured from pole. If I say object distance, so you say object distance is PA dash. This is correct. You don't say A dash P. Similarly, if I say focal length, you will say focal length as PF. You will not say PA. Okay, you will not say FP. So all the distance you have to measure it from the pole. That is the first sign. Second, it says that distances measured in the direction of incident ray are taken as positive So distances measured in the direction of incident ray are taken as positive, and distances in direction opposite to incident ray are taken as negative. Now see, understand this point here, okay? Now in this figure, what is the direction of incident ray? Let us suppose this is the figure, right? Where was the object? This was the object. So this distance, this is known as incident ray. So you can see that your incident ray is in the direction towards the right hand side. Okay. Now see, a distance is measured in the direction. First of all, if I say what is U? U is PA. So in measuring PA, you are going from P to A. This is PA, right? So is PA in the direction of incident ray or opposite? It is opposite. So according to the sign convention, U is PA, that is opposite to incident ray, and therefore U is negative. If I say V is measured from P to A dash. Okay, V is measured from P to A dash. This is A. And again it is measured in direction opposite. So again you will find that V is going to be negative. If you say focal length basically F is equal to PF. Again you will find that focal length here is going to be negative because it is in the direction opposite. And what will be PC? That is radius of curvature R, so R also will be negative. So in this case everything is going to be negative. Just giving you a feel, let us do it for convex mirror. Let's see, right? Suppose this is the convex mirror. Now we are going to put the sign conventions. I say the object is here, this is AB, and the image is formed here somewhere. This is A dash, B dash, this is P, okay, this is F, and this is C. Now in this case, right, let's try to do it. Okay, now in this case what will be U? U is equal to PA. This is the direction of incident ray. And what is PA? PA is opposite, so this will be negative. V is PA dash. PA dash is in this direction and the incident ray is also in the same direction, so it will be taken as positive. If you say PF is taken from P to F in this way and it is in the direction of incident ray, and therefore PF is focal length, it will be positive. And if you talk of PC is capital R, that is radius of curvature. From here to here it is radius of curvature, and it is in the direction of incident ray because all the distances are to be measured from pole, and therefore this is also going to be positive. So here you will find that these quantities are going to be positive. Student, just one way, okay, you will find that convex, wherever the word vex comes, so convex focal length is positive, and wherever the word cave comes, concave, cave, so here the focal length is going to be negative. So just it's a hint for you to remember. If I later on you will be studying about the lenses, so if I say concave lens, will it have a positive or negative focal length? Immediately you can say cave word is there means negative. If I say convex mirror, positive, concave mirror, focal length negative. This is only for focal length. So easy way to remember. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now you have another sign convention. These are the sign conventions which we are going to use. Now you have sign convention. Third one, you say that distances measured, okay, above the principal axis is considered as positive. Let us suppose if I say height of AB is h. So AB, है ना? So you always take it from A to B, है ना? So AB, so h is going to be positive. Now if I say distances measured below the principal axis will be taken as negative. So if I say here also, see here A dash B dash also will be positive. AB भी positive है. A dash B dash is also going to be positive. But if you have a concave mirror, right, concave mirror mein, if this is AB and let us suppose I get A dash B dash here below, so in this case what will be A dash B dash? A dash B dash is going to be negative and AB is going to be positive. So distances measured above the principal axis are going to be positive and below they are going to be taken as negative. So these are the sign conventions which we are going to follow. Now we have another, okay, we have what is known as mirror formula. See, when you talk of a mirror formula is a formula which is relating image distance, object distance and the focal length. So here you will say that you have a mirror formula, 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v plus 1 upon u. So remember this is what is known as a mirror formula. Then you have a formula what is known as magnification. Now see, a magnification means, okay, it is denoted by letter M. Magnification means it is the image distance upon object distance, and this can be equated as height of image upon height of object, and this is given by negative minus, so this minus sign will always be there. So again you have magnification is given by, you can say, height of image upon height of object, that is given by minus v upon u. You can remember this formula. So these formulas you don't have to derive, but you can always remember it. Now another thing which you have to see is if m is positive, say you can have value, say m is equal to plus 2, it means m is positive hai na, this plus, so this implies that image is virtual. If you find m is negative, for example m is equal to minus 2, okay, minus 2, it will imply that image is real. And you then know that virtual is always erect and real is always inverted. Like if I say magnification, see, this positive and negative will only say that whether your image is real or virtual. And this number, like if I say this number 2, okay, now this number is greater, right, than 1. So if you find that your magnification is greater than 1, then you say it will be magnified. So if you have magnification as plus 2, okay, let's see here, if you have magnification, if you say magnification is equal to plus 2, what does it imply? It means that your image is magnified and it is erect and virtual. If I say magnification is plus 0.2, what will you say? Here you will say, if you say magnification is 0.2, what you will say? Here you will say that your image is smaller in size and it is erect and virtual. If I say m is equal to minus 3, so what can you say? Is this image magnified? Yes, image is magnified and it is negative, means it is real and inverted. And if I say m is equal to minus 0.3, what does it mean? It will mean that your image is smaller in size and it is real and inverted. So students, when you see magnification as plus 2, okay, or you say magnification as plus 0.2, so that many times you feel as if this plus indicates that it is magnified or it is minus indicates that it is smaller in size. No, this plus and minus will only indicate whether your image is virtual and erect. And this number, okay, if you find that m is less than 1, then it is smaller, okay, magnitude, not the sign. If you find m is equal to 1, then it is same size. And if you say m is greater than 1, then it is bigger. So these are the things. I hope it is clear to you. Now once this concept is clear to you, right, then you have the numericals. Let's try to see these numericals. So we can just see these few numericals here. Now this is your question number 12 from your textbook. Okay, it says that, just go through this numerical. What does it say? It says that an object is placed at a distance of 10 centimeters from a convex mirror of focal length 15 centimeters. So this is your convex mirror. Okay, this is the convex mirror. And what does it say? An object is placed at distance. So this is P and this is the object. So this distance PA is given as 10 centimeters. This is a convex mirror of focal length is given as 15 centimeters. Find position. Position means you have to calculate V and the nature of the image. So nature of the image, you have to see whether it is your real, erect, inverted, what it is, right? So let's try to see that. So here you will find that U is equal to minus 10 centimeter according to sign convention. F is equal to plus 15 centimeters because it's a convex mirror. So if I use the formula 1 upon F is equal to 1 upon V plus 1 upon U. So I want to calculate V. So 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon F minus 1 upon U. Now put the sign of F. F is plus 15 minus of 1 upon U is minus 10. So this is how you're going to do it. So if you solve this, you will find that you will get the answer 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 10. So this can be taken as 10. This calculation you can do it 10 plus 15, 25 upon 150, 5 5s are 530, 5 1s are 5 6. So you get 1 by 6. So you get V is equal to 6 centimeter plus 6 centimeter. So this is, you will find that here you will get your A dash, B dash, and this distance is going to be 6 centimeters. So here you will find that the image is formed, okay, behind the mirror. It is on the other side of the mirror. V is plus, and therefore the image which is going to be formed is going to be erect and it will be virtual. So this is the nature of the image, that it is erect, it is virtual. Okay. And now see here, we can talk whether it is going to be smaller or bigger. Let's see a magnification. Magnification is equal to minus V upon U. So we will get magnification is equal to, what is V? V is minus, from the formula V is 6 and you get it upon 10. So you get 6 upon 10. So magnification is minus 0.6. So minus sign indicates what? That it is real. No, minus sign. Okay, one more thing. U kya hai? U is not 10, it is minus 10. Okay. So this will be plus 6 and this is going to be minus. And now this minus and minus will become plus. So what can you say about the nature? That it is going to be plus sign hai means it is virtual, it is erect and smaller in size. So this is basically what you will have. Okay, so this is the solution of question number 12. Now see question number 13, what does it say? It says the magnification produced by plane mirror is plus 1. So magnification is plus 1. What does it mean? It means, देखो plus है ना, तो it means image is erect, virtual, and it is 1, है ना, and 1 indicates the virtual, erect and same size. See, virtual and erect, how did you get this virtual and erect? Virtual and erect, basically this is because of plus, and same size means because of the number 1. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now let's see question number 14, right? Let's see this. An object 5 centimeter in length. So object 5 centimeter in length. So what is height of the object? Height of the object is given as 5 centimeter. So plus 5 centimeter. Is placed at a distance of 20 centimeters in front of concave. So U is equal to minus 20 centimeter. And radius of curvature, है ना? Radius of curvature for a convex mirror, right? It is going to be plus only. So this is going to be plus 30 centimeters. You have to find out the position, nature and size. So you have to find V. नेचर में आप m निकाल लोगे और आपको साइज निकालना है, साइज ऑफ द इमेज. सो लेट्स सी दिस, राइट. नाउ सी रेडियस. सो वी नो दैट f is equal to r by 2. So 30 upon 2 is 15. So it will be plus 15 centimeters. So you have the formula 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v plus 1 upon u. So 1 upon v is 1 upon f minus 1 upon u. So 1 upon v is 1 upon f. F is how much? 15 minus 1 upon minus 20. So this will be 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 20. If you solve this, 1 upon v is equal to 20, 30, 35 upon 20 into 15. 5 sevens are 5, 3. So this is 7 upon 60. So v is equal to 60 upon 7 centimeters. And this is plus. So it is formed on the other side of the mirror. And since it is formed on the other side of the mirror, we say that it is going to be, which implies it is erect and virtual. But we don't know about the whether it is going to be smaller or bigger. That we have to calculate it from m. Now see, what is magnification? Magnification is minus v upon u. So what is v? V is 60 upon 7. And what is u? U is minus 20. So minus minus will become plus. So you will find that magnification is 60 upon 20 into 7. 20, this is 3. So 3 upon 7. So you have magnification is plus 3 upon 7. So what does this plus sign will indicate? That it is erect, virtual. And see, this number is smaller than 1, 3 upon 7, and smaller in size. But then they are asking you HI also. So what is, we know that magnification is equal to HI upon HO. That is, magnification is height of the image upon height of the object. What is magnification? Magnification is 3 upon 7 is equal to height of the image we don't know. And what is the height of the object? Height of the object is 5. So you will get HI is equal to 5 3s are 15 upon 7. And what will be the 15 upon 7? So you can just see this, 7 2s are 14. So approximately it is 2.1 centimeters. So here you will find that this image, you can see that as it is clear that convex mirror hai, so the size of the image is smaller. So what is the size of the image? It is 2.1 centimeters. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now see here, question number 15. Let's try to see this. Okay, let's try to see this. In this case, what they are saying is an object of size. So height of the object is 7 centimeters. Is placed 27 centimeters in front of concave mirror. So u is minus 27 centimeters. And concave mirror focal length is given as 18. So it will be minus 18 centimeters. At what distance from the mirror should the screen be placed? So basically they are asking you V, so that a sharp image is obtained. You have to find the size. So you have to know the size of the image is unknown, and nature means we can calculate m. So let's try to see this, how we will be doing it. Okay. Now see, again we are going to use the formula 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v plus 1 upon u. So 1 upon v is 1 upon f minus 1 upon u. So 1 upon v is 1 upon f. F is how much? Minus 18. Minus here, and 1 upon u is minus 27. So you will have 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon minus 18 plus 1 upon 27. Or you can write it as 1 upon v is 1 upon 27 minus 1 upon 18. So now let's try to solve this. 27 and 18. So here you can see 1 upon v can be written as 18 minus 27 upon 27 into 18. Now see, if you are using whatever way you are using this LCM and getting the answer, I think it will come out to be the same only. So here this will be minus 9, and this is going to be 27 into 18. 9 ones are 9. 2. So this is minus 1 upon 54. So 1 upon V is equal to minus 1 upon 54. So what will be V? V is going to be minus 54 centimeters. Now see, a minus 54 centimeters means what? That you have a concave mirror here. So if you had an object at 27, अगर object यहाँ पर था, है ना? This was AB. So your image is formed on the same side, minus, है ना? Means it is forming here on the same side. तभी minus आया है ना V, A dash, B dash. So negative sign basically indicates, image is formed in front of mirror, and therefore it is real and inverted. If the image is formed in front of the mirror, then the image is real and inverted, and if the image is formed at the other side of the mirror, then it is always going to be erect and virtual. Now let us try to see about magnification. So what is magnification formula? Minus V upon U. So minus 54, and what is U? If you can see here, U is minus 27. So you will have minus 27. So this minus and minus will become plus. So this will be minus 54 upon 27. So you will find it 27 into 2. So magnification is minus 2. So negative, what does this minus indicates? That it is real and inverted. And what does this plus 2 indicates? That it is magnified. So what is the nature? Real, inverted and magnified, because 2 is greater than 1. Now they are asking you the height of the image. So we know that magnification is height of the image upon height of the object. So this can be written as magnification, you got it as minus 2. So minus 2 is equal to height of image upon height of object. And what was the height of object which was given here? 7 centimeters. So this is plus 7. So height of the image is minus 14 centimeters. What does this minus sign indicate? That your image, okay, is inverted. So here minus sign, H is here. So what does the minus negative sign indicates? Image is inverted. So go through these numerical, students.